Josh Alexander earlier on tonight confessed to his wife, Jen, their son, Jet, who is accompanying Josh Alexander to the ring tonight. What a special touch for this match.
Look, I don't want to step out of place, step over any kind of line, but I do have to ask, given what happened the last time Moose and Josh Alexander were in a championship scenario and his son and family were around, what happened? That's all I'm gonna say. Is this the move for Josh Alexander?
This is Josh Alexander embracing what this is all about, absorbing all this emotion, coming to the ring with his son Jet, his wife Jen at ringside. This is not running from all that anger and frustration that Moose has tried to inflict on him and his family. It's taking it all, it's channeling it into this. That's what Scott D'Amore's been talking about.
That said, that's great. And the family, his wife
Jen,
right there in the front row. Most other times, I would say absolutely, I hear you. But we know what Moose can and is capable of when it involves Josh Alexander's family. What's to say he won't do it tonight?
For 6 months, Moose has been entitled the face of Impact Wrestling. But during that time, Josh Alexander became known as the standard of Impact Wrestling by countless members of the Impact Wrestling roster and beyond. That bothers the self-proclaimed wrestling god Moose. This is about defending the one thing in this world that he cares about, his Impact World Championship.
And so far, you see right now where Moose's eyes were locked there, right on the family of Josh Alexander, and that's exactly what I was talking about. This is not over. Josh Alexander has weathered everything to get here. He has earned this spot, but it is not over until that bell rings. And until that happens, Moose will control the psychological pace of this matchup. I have zero doubt.
There was something that you and I sat in astonishment is now Jen and Jet are going to have to watch here from ringside as this match plays out. But you and I were astonished at the multiverse of matches, the restraint of Josh Alexander. Now he gets his opportunity.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your Rebellion main event of the evening. It is for the Impact World Championship, set for one fall. When the bell rings, your referee is Brian Hebner. Introducing first in the corner to my left, the challenger from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, the walking weapon, Josh Alexander. His opponent in the corner to my right, he represents Moose Nation. He is the defending Impact World Champion. He is Moose.
Moose changed Josh Alexander's whole world in 2 minutes and 37 seconds. That is how long Alexander held the Impact World Championship for before it was ripped away by Moose with the Call Your Shot opportunity at Bound for Glory this past October.
And I got to imagine 6 months of pent-up rage. Anger is oozing out of Josh Alexander. Here we go.
And Moose expected Alexander to charge him, but now Alexander embracing the moment. Not gonna let Moose get in his head.
Quite frankly, so did I. I was gearing up for Josh Alexander to explode in a fit of rage.
And Moose doing everything he can to bait Josh Alexander early on. Takes Moose off his feet and elbows and knees to the ribs.
Josh Alexander says, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it the right way. I'm gonna beat you in that ring.
This is the chance that Josh Alexander has wanted, to let all those emotions out from the last 6 months. Scott D'Amore's been trying to preach to his once pupil, hey, keep your emotions in check. Now it's about manhandling Moose.
But again, I have to call back. This is not done and dusted. This is not over. There is still a lot of matchup to be had here. A lot of opportunity for Moose to play on the emotions, especially with Josh Alexander's family.
Goes to the knee, goes to the knee,
Whoa,
goes to the
whoa,
ankle
whoa.
lock, ankle lock, and Moose able to get out of the ring.
He does. Smart move by the Impact World Champion, creating that space.
Moose, some frustration early. Champion's advantage, of course. Title cannot change hands via countout or disqualification. Moose taking his time.
And once again, I'll give more credit to the walking weapon as well. Letting Moose get back in the ring and chase him out to beat him up pillar to post. He's keeping things in check so far. I gotta give the challenger credit.
Wants to outclass Moose in the ring. And as his family said earlier on tonight to him, his wife Jen especially, was do not let all the events of the last 6 months get in your head. Do what you came here to do. A journey that's literally been 17 years in professional wrestling, 17 years in the making to become Impact World Champion. Oh, and Moose to the outside.
And I give him credit because that is a job easier said than done. I can speak as a husband. When someone gets involved with your family, it is not easy to let that go. And as you see right there.
Oh, now Alexander protecting his family.
He's had enough, and that's the first time Josh Alexander has lost his cool. And there, it cost him.
That is where Moose takes advantage.
How your ribs feel, huh?
Worry about yourself. Worry about yourself.
Absolutely disgusting from Moose. Speared Janet at an event at Destiny Wrestling a number of weeks ago, right in front of Josh Alexander and their kids. Oh, into the post.
I'm not gonna condone any of the things Moose has done involving Josh Alexander's family. 100% reprehensible. However, if it leads him to retaining his championship, he wins. Josh needs to keep that in mind throughout this entire contest.
Oh,
It ain't over till it's over.
sternum first into the top turnbuckle, and Moose has owned the depths that he's gone to. He says he understands those lows and how they are despicable, but he doesn't care. It's all about keeping the Impact World Championship.
Moose is being quoted as saying, I don't have a conscience. He does not care. He is all about business. He is all about success, and he is all about that Impact World Championship. Oh. Sick thud. Oh.
There's some of the resolve of Josh Alexander. Oh!
The ever defiant walking weapon letting Moose know.
Oh! Right back to the face there of Moose. Whoa, and only taking off the Impact World Champion, and here comes Alexander. Alexander, oh, cut down by Moose. Oh, and now Alexander with a big right. What a drop kick from Moose.
Both these titans knocking each other around like bulls, but it is the Moose who puts Josh Alexander down.
This is Josh Alexander, though. He keeps on coming back. Remember, suffered neck injuries in 2013 and 2015, especially. That nearly ended his career. Oh, he took time off to heal, and he came back to the sport that he loved. Got an opportunity here in Impact, and has fought his way to the top.
And another notch in the favor of Josh Alexander. He was actually quoted this week as talking about how the longer this goes on.
Hold on, here's a cover by Alexander, kick out.
Said the longer this goes on, the bigger advantage he believes he has. His gas tank, his endurance is more than almost anybody I've ever seen in pro wrestling. Moose needs to shut this down quick if he wants to come out on top, in my opinion.
Off the top rope, throat first went Moose. Alexander, the crossbody to the back. And Moose had it scouted. Oh, but Moose into the post.
Great strength from the world champion there.
Alexander tied up with Moose. Moose trying to counter. Alexander's all over him. And now Moose. Oh, into the steel. Into the steel barricade. And now Moose rolls back inside the ring.
And even the headgear of Josh Alexander can't protect him from being swung around like a rag doll into steel.
Count of 3. Alexander has to the count of 10 to get back inside the ring or risk the count out loss.
And you see Moose in no hurry
Count
to
of
go
6.
bring him back in.
And Alexander dives back inside. Moose, abdominal stretch in the middle of the ring. Look at the gigantic smile on the face of Moose.
Well, he knows the kind of damage he just did to Josh on the outside, to the back, the midsection, and now he's going to take his time picking it apart in the center of the ring. Look at that, look at that.
Oh, and Alexander going after the hand here on Moose, trying to break his grip. Oh!
A little bit of that small joint manipulation, pulling at the fingers of Moose.
Oh! Overhead belly to belly. Think about all the obstacles that Josh Alexander had to overcome. The likes of Minoru Suzuki, Christian Cage, Shona, Charlie Haas, Chris Sabin, Ace Austin, and more.
He's been through everything. On top of all those incredible wrestling contests that were thrown his way, the emotional toll that Moose has taken on him and his family.
Blows past Moose. Oh, and a boot to the face.
The fact that Josh Alexander has made it to Rebellion is a testament to who he is as an athlete, but now he's got to get that job done.
Moose sent reeling after the punch here by Alexander.
Josh Alexander is relentless.
And that raw emotion, the anger of Josh Alexander pouring out.
And it's understandable. It's even respectable.
He's got to be careful,
yes,
though.
absolutely. I was just about to say that.
He's got to be careful he doesn't risk disqualification.
I know it feels good, Josh, to let that all out. But if you get disqualified, that lasts all of about 5 seconds, and then you'll realize what's happened.
And now to the back with a crossbody. Alexander, however, the injured ribs in the process. Alexander taking a look at his family, pointing at his wife, Jen, his son, Chet.
Remind yourself what you're fighting for and why you're fighting.
Tossing Moose back inside the ring. Title can only change hands via pinfall or submission in the ring. And now Moose at the feet, at the mercy of Josh Alexander.
And Josh keeping himself as composed as he can be in this moment. Could be looking for that C4 spike,
Yes,
though.
trying to set up for the C4 spike, and now Moose trying to block it. Slips away from Alexander and a chop. And here comes Alexander. Another spot where Alexander's got to be careful. And Alexander's all over Moose.
I was going to say, smart move for Moose getting into that corner.
All the way for the pump kick again, trying to capitalize. Like Moose stayed on the outside, but this time Alexander had an answer.
And Josh holds on to that German suplex, looking to chain them together. The grip, tenacious, almost as tenacious as the athlete himself.
Another German.
Pretty soon this crowd here in Poughkeepsie's gonna start counting along.
Trying to muscle Moose back up to his feet. Alexander continues the onslaught.
Well, as more and more damage is done to the Impact World Champion, he becomes more and more lifeless. More for Josh Alexander to pick up and suplex.
That is 6 German suplexes all in a row.
And he's not done yet.
Another suplex. Make it 7.
They say 7's a lucky number, but it's not quite lucky enough for the walking weapon right now.
How much more can Moose take? How much more of this can Alexander dish out? That's number 8.
But Alexander's grip has not wavered. Even if the body of the champion has.
9!
You have to imagine he's got double digits on his mind.
German suplexes. Finally, Alexander releases.
Clearly, Alexander has beaten the body of Moose. But how much energy did he expend himself?
Alexander, what is he thinking here on Moose? Has delivered a ton of punishment. Could be time for the C4 spike. C4 spike.
Looking to close this out.
Moose able to evade and able to dump Alexander.
The fact that Moose is still standing and fighting is incredible.
Boot right to the face. Alexander able to block. Oh! Great elevation on the drop kick by Moose. Oh, sky high out of the corner to retain kick out.
And you saw Moose scream into the face of his challenger, go to hell, before driving him exactly that way. But somehow, Josh Alexander stays in this one.
What an effort by Josh Alexander in this match, but still Moose is up.
And he's lining up the challenger.
Thinking about the spear. Oh, into the corner, shoulder first. Oh, German suplex. Oh my God. Moose with a pump kick.
Incredible resilience from the champion here.
Oh, one for a cross. Alexander with the ankle lock.
Right into the ankle lock. Incredible counter. What a move.
Is Moose gonna tap?
They're in the dead center of the ring. Moose is gonna have to pull himself almost all the way across the ring to get to the bottom rope. How much is left in the heart of the champion?
Chance of tap here in the impact zone. Moose struggling, trying to get to the bottom rope.
The pain etched on the champion's face. He desperately needs to get to that rope if he wants to retain his title.
And Moose, is he gonna tap? Is he gonna tap? No, he gets to the bottom rope. That'll break the submission.
And you see the exhaustion Also on the face of Josh Alexander. I mentioned before the endurance of Josh Alexander, but Moose has been very impressive this deep into the contest, continuing to fight.
Kicks right to the side of the head by Moose. Alexander wanted the ankle, but wait a second. Oh! Moose only ticked off Josh.
Those grazing boots to the head is making the challenger angry.
Alexander challenging Moose to get up and fight like a man.
It's a test of pure will here in the main event of Rebellion.
Oh! Alexander with a forearm there. And now Moose dropping Alexander. Because how much more of this can Josh Alexander absorb?
See the Josh Alexander, ever defiant, shaking his head no every time Moose tells him to stay down.
Obstacle after obstacle after obstacle. Alexander has come back from them all.
But how much more punishment can the walking weapon take?
And now Moose, Uranagi. The cover to retain the title, kick out at one.
Oh, and Alexander right up to his feet.
And it is an all-out battle between Alexander and Moose. Oh, a nasty headbutt.
Take a look at how close this one comes. It's the C4 spike from the walking weapon into the cover here, but Moose knows where he is, and the foot hits the rope just in the nick of time.
Somehow Alexander is not deterred, continues in this fight.
He has to be.
Oh, what another C4 spike, but Moose able to keep him at bay.
Moose had just enough time to catch some air. Oh, God!
Oh, he's biting Alexander, look at the teeth. A lot of leniency by the official. It is the main event of this pay-per-view Rebellion. 6 months in the making this match. We are gonna have a damn winner tonight.
That shows you what Moose is willing to do to retain his world championship. There on the top rope here.
Superplex! A ring-rattling superplex. Is this it for Josh Alexander?
We talked about the gas tank, the endurance of Josh Alexander, and he's showing it right now, somehow kicking out of that huge top rope superplex. But now, Moose wants to line this one up to shut it down.
Oh, now Moose is going for the spear.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
What the heck? Oh my God! Oh my God! Styles clash!
What?
Styles clash!
You gotta be kidding me! And right into the ankle lock goes Josh Alexander. Moose in a bad, bad way.
Alexander with the ankle lock!
The entire audience here at Poughkeepsie screaming for Moose to tap out, but the champ somehow, some way is holding on for dear life.
Moose trying to scramble, trying to get to the bottom rope.
But Josh Alexander fighting him at every turn. Moose desperate to get to a rope, desperate to save his world championship as he pulls himself into the corner
That's
and
gonna
makes it.
break it. That's gonna break the submission and rips off the turnbuckle pad in the process. Oh, and a kick low, a kick low. The official was there with the turnbuckle pad and didn't see it.
Moose knew exactly what he was doing. That's the kind of champion Moose is, as if we had any doubt heading into tonight.
Oh, the
God!
neck, the surgically repaired neck into the exposed turnbuckle.
Head and neck, nothing to protect him, and here we go!
Spear!
A valiant effort from the walking weapon, but it
Alexander kicked out! Alexander kicked out!
What?
No,
Are you kidding me?
no one has ever kicked out a Moose's spear. Of Moose about to become unraveled. His left ankle is certainly damaged.
I am sitting here flabbergasted at the fact that Josh Alexander just kicked out a Moose's spear. Never before, and now another exposed turnbuckle. And I think it might just have the walking weapon's name on it.
Oh God, not this. Moose is thinking about a buckle bomb. The surgically repaired neck. Oh, God! Top turnbuckle. The exposed turnbuckle.
This is getting uncomfortable.
Oh, wait a minute. The spear was blocked.
A knee right to the skull of Moose, and you saw Josh shooting a look to his family, reminding himself just what he's fighting and who he's fighting for.
Trying to get Moose back up. Alexander won't quit. Looking at Jen. Looking at Jen. C4 spike. Cover. Finally. Finally. Finally.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, and new Impact Wrestling Champion, the walking weapon, Josh Alexander.
For family, for Impact Wrestling, for the championship. Josh Alexander did it.
After months and months of emotional and psychological torture at the behest of the world champion Moose, Josh Alexander can look his wife, look his son in the eye, and say, I did it. We did it.
And look at Jeff. Look what Daddy did. Daddy's champion. 17-year mission snatched away in the blink of an eye. Have the courage to start all over again and prove who you are. Congratulations to the new